this chapter shows the true nature of Christ as the Son of God. Because having been tested, he was able to carry out healing which the disciples could not do. And even for the disciples, they became convinced, and others who came, that this was the true Son of God. And indeed, the ultimate Messiah. Because he used that miracle to teach them about faith. It was read just now that when the disciples could not heal the person, and then Jesus Christ now healed, and then the disciples asked him, why couldn't we heal this person? And Christ's answer was that you are men of little faith, and that if your faith was even as small as that of a mustard seed, not just a size, they are talking of strong faith now, then you could move mountains. So Christ's teaching about faith at this point in time in Matthew 17 was to demonstrate that beyond following him and carrying the toga of a disciple of Christ, your faith needs to be strong. And if it is not strong enough, you may not be able to carry out some of the things that he as Christ was doing. So in our daily life, it applies when we set out on any journey. Probably not know how it will end. But by the time you convince yourself that this journey you have embarked upon, even God's wisdom and God's provision that you have set out to do, even though you may fail sometimes, but most times you will also succeed. So strong faith does not mean that you will succeed at all times. There are times your faith will be tested. In fact, Jesus Christ, when he was being nailed to the cross, they asked him, "Save yourself." Somebody could have said, why didn't you grant it? If he said he has so much power. But of course, like the Bible said, it was meant to fulfill a prophecy. So in our daily lives, we need to maintain such strong faith, such strong determination in everything that we do, so that we don't have to look back when we have put our hands on the plow. Because if you will not exercise faith, that you are capable of achieving results, that's what Christ was telling his disciples. If you not exercise faith, followed by determination to the end, and then courage to confront even difficult circumstances, is the essence of Christ's teaching about faith for his disciples. Then you end up doing nothing, and you end up complaining of